Pick some parts. So we are going to continue with abstract work, but obviously are going to be shifting our materials, and that also requires us to shift our exercises a little bit. So today we're going to start by developing visual language for abstraction. Again, there's many ways to abstract work. This is just one of many choices. So first, you need to select artwork. I'm asking that you choose 3 to 5 artworks and that you start at the Google Arts and Culture site, which is linked in the assignment. The guidelines for the artworks you choose are you should have visual variety, so you should not choose work from the same art movement. So for example, not all contemporary artwork or all postmodern or impressionistic, things like that. You get the idea. For this assignment, I'm just asking that you don't choose functional pieces. So choose paintings or photography or sculptures. It can be of any material, any medium, any time period, just not functional objects in this case. Here's some examples of pieces that I selected for this assignment. So I chose 4. Remember, you need 3 to 5. So 3 is a perfectly good number. If you have a few more that you want to throw in, that's great as well. Next, you're going to take visual notes. So for each artwork, I want you to look really closely and notice everything possible about the work. In particular, find what parts of the work you are particularly drawn to or curious about. Why do you like it? It's important to note that the artworks you choose should be ones you like. So what do you like about it? Is it a gesture? Is it the use of line, of texture, of form? Is it a pattern? Is it something else? We all have different reasons of why we like something. For each of the things that you identify as being drawn to or curious about, draw a quick sketch. So what this looks like is like this. So the piece on the right is the artwork I selected, and on the left are my sketches, my visual notes. So I have 3. I wouldn't go for any less than 2, right? So find at least 2 things that you find interesting. And I also happen to annotate, like, okay, why did I include this? It was the density and the organic shapes that I particularly liked here. If you have color, add color. In this case, it was a really important component of this painting I liked. A few more examples. So in this one from Jacob Lawrence, I am identifying some geometric shapes that I was drawn to. Set diagram, I was looking at the gridded arcs, the fact that it's a very monochromatic, single kind of color scheme, and there's a lot of line qualities happening here. And then for this one, I was interested in kind of the contrast of organic and geometric. There are these pearls that stood out to me, and then this is really already fairly abstract. I liked these shadowed forms here. So you can see I got that from this shape here, a little bit of this, right? So I just was pulling out really the shadows. So that's what you're going to complete today. Choosing 3 to 5 artworks and doing visual notes for each one. If you don't finish all the visual notes today, that's fine. You can finish and submit them next class. When you do turn these in, you should include both the inspiration artwork that you chose. It could be an image that you saved or a link, and your visual notes.